Welcome back to the Sibling Group Chat. I'm Owen.
And I'm Cassidy.
Today we are here with our May bonus episode. Excited to bring that to you a week early this time. Woohoo!
Yeah, because we have got a lot of Friday episodes coming up. So,
We've got a
ready to
lot
get
of
started.
things we want to do.
Of course. If
We've
you're
got
as
some tier
chronically
lists
online
heading
as
your
we
way.
are.
We've got some tier lists heading your way, so that bumped up our bonus episode for this month. We're going to continue our ranking theme. It's kind of the second part of last month's. Last month we did non-Disney kids shows. Month we're doing Disney kids shows because we felt like it made sense.
Yes. And some context or a short history lesson, whatever you want to call it. This is just Playhouse Disney and Disney Junior shows. There's nothing Disney Channel here because we weren't allowed to watch Disney Channel. Not saying you're wrong if you did, just we're prefacing that to start out with. And so, in case you're offended that something isn't on here, just you know that. Um, and I
Well,
felt really
our
old
top 10
making
of
this
Disney
list.
Channel shows would be pretty short because we've never watched them.
Yeah, I mean, I have watched some Disney Channel stuff now, but as a child, I did not. But in case you're curious,
Right.
because I thought this was interesting as I was making my list, Playhouse Disney was from 1997 to 2011, and then in 2011 it switched to Disney Junior. And I remember the day this happened. When I was looking this up, it said it happened on February 14th, 2011, and I remember that. I remember that it was going to be on Valentine's Day that it was going to switch to Disney Junior. So,
Were you
I don't know if it makes me
excited?
old. Um, I don't know if I remember really caring, but I do know they had started promoting Jake and the Neverland Pirates when they started promoting the Switch, and so Jake and the Neverland Pirates premiered on that day, and so I remember being excited for this new show. Um, but yeah, I
You
don't
must
know
have
if that
got to
makes me
watch a
old.
lot more TV when you were younger than I did because I feel like I would not have been able to watch enough Disney to know exactly when a new show was coming. I don't know,
Well,
maybe I would have.
I think you would have remembered, but think about like I was older in 2011 than you were.
That's
Like
true.
you
Yeah.
you watched the
I was
same
only four.
amount at the ages I did, but I was those ages before you
Yeah, that
were.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah.
That makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, so
Hmm.
I do not remember Playhouse Disney. I remember some of the shows mostly because they would make comebacks on Disney Junior every once in a while.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
You want to go
Let's
first? You
get
want me to?
started. I can start. Um, my number 10 is My Friends Tigger and Pooh, which was a Playhouse Disney show, but did come back for a little while on Disney Junior.
Did that one? I didn't even think about that one. It's not on my list. Not on my honorable mentions. Not a bad show though, but probably just because it was before my time for the most part.
Yeah, it was a good show. For anyone who didn't watch it, it was like a mystery super. Like they were called the Super Sleuths. It was
The Super
Tigger
Sleuths
and
are on
Pooh.
the case.
Yeah, Tigger and Pooh, and what was the little girl's name? Darby, I think, and her
Yes, I
dog.
believe you're right.
Yeah, it's a good show.
My
Had some good
friends
songs
Tigger
in it.
and Pooh.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's my number 10.
My number 10 is one that I don't know that it was on for very long, and I don't remember it all that well. I remember playing the computer game that went with it. Did the computer games go away, or did we just get so old that we didn't care about computer games anymore? Because this is the same thing I was thinking of with our non Disney shows. Like, some of these shows had fun games to go with them, you know?
I think once we got, in our case, it was the Kindle, or like when you get phones. Like once we started playing apps, we started playing computer games. So for most of our childhood, we could only play computer games, and so the computer games are just a bigger deal to us. But I don't know if they actually went away or we
Yeah.
just aged out of them.
Anyway, I didn't even say what my number 10 was. My number 10 is Henry Huggle Monster.
Ah, yes, I did think about that one. Um,
See,
but yeah,
I
not
don't
on my 10.
remember a lot about it, but I do remember that I really liked the show while it was on.
Yeah, I do think it was a
It was
pretty
a fun
brief
show.
show compared to some of these other ones. But yeah, it was fun. You can still sing the
I still
song.
remember the theme song,
Yeah.
which is probably true for a lot of these, but
I mean, our dad even sings this one occasionally. So
yeah. Never underestimate how catchy a Disney theme song might be.
or any kids theme song, as we can learn from last month. So.
Right. Oh, but yeah. So I guess moving up to number 9.
Hmm.
I put this one here just because I feel like it deserves to be up there, even though it maybe isn't the best show. I put Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at number 9 because I felt like it needed to be acknowledged, and it's kind of like the flagship show, even though it's not the most exciting show. Probably because we were too old to be watching it.
Yeah. I did put it in my honorable mentions because, yeah, it does need to be acknowledged. And it is a classic. Um, but however, I wrote down the years for as many of these shows as I could find. And Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, at least that iteration of it, because there's many different versions of Mickey Mouse shows, but Mickey Mouse Clubhouse
Right.
just started in 2006. I'm older than Mickey
Huh.
Mouse Clubhouse, and I did not realize that. I don't know how I feel
That's
about
funny.
that.
Are they still on that, or have they changed it to something else?
I think they have changed it. I don't know what it currently is. I think like on Disney Plus you can still watch it. So,
Yeah.
but on Disney Junior, I don't know what the current iteration of Mickey Mouse is. But
Hmm.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah. We used to say if they're still showing either Little Einsteins or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, you woke up too early on a Saturday morning.
It's true. It's true. And again, nothing wrong with it. I think it's just one of those shows that is only good to its target audience. Like once you age out of it, it's not great. Whereas some of these other ones, once you age out of it, they were still good.
Yeah. Have you seen the reels that have been around recently of people doing the dances from the end
Yes.
of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Yes, those are hilarious.
Like, imagine we're having an argument and I just start hitting this and then do like a goofy dance or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Yeah, those are funny. My number
Yeah,
9
so,
is
your number
the
9.
Octonauts.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. This is a ocean
I just thought of one that I need to
rescue
add.
exploration. Was it rescue or just exploration? What were they doing?
I think it was some of both because I think sometimes they would like help rescue or animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Creature
That is one
report.
show.
Creature report.
Creature Report.
We're done with the mission.
Yeah, that is a show I learned when looking this up. Partially, I think I had wondered because it's not on Disney Plus. It is a show that was aired. It's a British show, and it was aired in the United States on Disney Junior, but Disney does not own the show.
Interesting. Yeah, according to I think it's IMDb that I found most of these years on, it aired from 2010 to 2021. I did not realize it was still airing when we stopped watching stuff. So I don't know if it made a comeback
Yeah,
or if those are dates from somewhere else or what.
it could be
But
like it's British air dates too, but yeah, I don't remember it still being on that late.
mm-mm. But yeah, it's a good show. Quasi and Peso and Captain
Quasi
Barnacle.
and
Is that
Peso,
his name?
I believe so. Yeah, and there were some other
Yeah.
people, but those were the main
Just
three.
one.
Peso was so much fun that we would just name every penguin Peso when we got the chance.
Did we do that?
You remember when we played Polar Bowler? I don't know if any of you all out there know
Oh.
what Polar Bowler is. There's a penguin in Polar Bowler. Every time we played with the penguin, his name was Peso.
I did not remember that.
Yeah, because the record board on there had about 5 different pesos on there.
Oh, okay. Now that I do now remember that. Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
And yeah. Side note for top computer games, Polar Bowler is up
Right.
there.
Are we on to my number 8?
Anyway, we're on to my number 8, your number 8. We're on to your number 8. Why don't you tell us what
Okay.
your number 8 is?
My number 8 is Special Agent Oso.
Okay, that was one I just remembered a little bit ago because we were talking about Octonauts. I wanted to say Special Alert, but that's from Special Agent Oso. I put that
Special
in my
Alert,
honorable mentions. It's not in my top 10, but it's a good show.
Yeah. Another show that gets quoted a lot in our family. Mostly, it's all part of the plan, more or less.
More or less.
Yeah. Or we'll go sing the how does the song go at the end?
Special
Where
assignment
he-
was a success
Assignment was a
because
success
we followed
because
3
we
special
followed
steps.
3
Step 1.
Yeah. Yeah, another song that gets sung a lot in our family, but yeah. One of my most distinct
Yep.
memories of Special Agent Oso is his holiday special, as like many of these shows had like a holiday episode. Um,
Hmm.
he visited kids in different cultures, and so it taught about Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. But I feel like with
I
Christmas, it
remember the
went
Hanukkah and Kwanzaa part because I
closer.
feel like that was what I knew about Kwanzaa.
Yeah, but I feel like
Like that.
I think
That's
it did a really good job of teaching all of them, and I feel like with Christmas it actually went pretty close. I'm sure it didn't bring up baby Jesus. Maybe it did, because I mean it's Disney, so I'd be surprised if it did. But I don't know. I felt like it actually taught it fairly well.
yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm. That's a good one.
What's your number 8?
And number 8, I put Doc McStuffins.
She made
It's
it
a fun
considerably
show.
higher for me. So
I kind of figured she would for you, but yeah, that was my number 8. She had a fun show.
yeah, I could sing the theme song
And
and the I Feel
I
Better
could sing the
song
theme
from that
song
one.
too. I could sing that song as well.
I forgot until I was looking this up how many later iterations there were of this show as well. Some of which I didn't even know about. Like I think I only knew like there's Doc McStuffins and then there's Doc McStuffins Toy Hospital, but
Uh
apparently
huh.
there was like 3 or 4 more after that,
I didn't
which is
know that.
crazy.
I knew the Toy Hospital one.
Yeah, I think Toy Hospital was probably the last iteration we saw, but I think there's been even more
Yeah.
since, which is kind of crazy. But OG Doc McStuffins is the best. So.
Uh huh. What was her dragon's name?
Stuffy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Stuffy and
snowman was
Chili is the
Chili.
snowman, and Lammy the lamb. And
Come
the
to think of it,
hippopotamus.
she had a lot less creative names than I realized at the time. Not
Well,
that we
we
were
don't
known
have
for our
time to
creative animal
talk.
names.
Yeah, yeah. But she used her creativity in her diagnosis. Is diagnoses?
True.
Yeah. I still think to this day I will randomly come up with you have whatever itis because that's all she did. You have
Yeah.
I don't know. Like yeah. Yeah, good show, good show.
Yes.
Are we
What
on
is
to
your
your
number
number
8?
7? We did my number
Oh,
8
we're
with
on to my
special
number
agents,
7.
so.
Your number 8. Yeah. Okay. My number 7 is Sophia the First, and this only was this low because it's a girl's show, and I'm not a girl.
But is that not the whole premise of the show? That things are not gender specific? There's a whole song about how anything can be a princess thing. There, ergo, anything can also be a prince thing. Which actually, okay, we can't carry that too far. I take that back. Um,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember
there,
this particular theme.
yeah, you could take that too far, but that specific song is like she wanted to be
Uh,
on the flying horse team, and they're like, that's a boy thing.
okay, I do remember that she
Yeah.
wanted to be on the flying horse team.
But yeah, now
It was
after
a
I
fun
said that, I
show. It
did
was a good
realize that
show.
could take it too far.
I remember the sorcerer guy, Cedric.
Cedric.
His
It's
name.
Cedric, but she always called him
Yeah.
Mr. Cedric. So
Yeah.
yeah, we
Um,
can talk about Sophia first
yeah.
a little further on. So
Hmm. I
we'll
can
do
also
that.
sing that entire theme song though.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yes. Year number 7.
My number 7 is Handy Manny.
Oh. See, that should have made my top 10.
It's not on here.
No, didn't occur to
That's
me.
that's right.
There's
See,
a
I
lot of
this is
shows,
why I look. This is why I look up
Hold on.
lists because I know I'm gonna forget things.
I'm removing a new show and replacing Handy Manny in there.
Well, that's another one where I think Handy Manny was a Playhouse Disney show that I think carried on a bit to Disney Junior. So maybe that's why it didn't come as my like
But
you
we have
watched
it
it
on
pretty young.
DVD.
We do have it on DVD, and yeah,
We have a lot of it on
great show.
DVD. Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's on my list now.
That's the whole reason I can count to 8 in Spanish, occasionally to 10, but he didn't always have 10 tools, so I'm a little rusty on my 9 and 10.
There's also I don't know, it's probably not the length of a full movie, but it's longer than a regular episode where he's going to the family reunion on his motorcycle, and then he
Yes.
loses Pat because Pat sees a billboard with another hammer that has a face. So Pat just goes off looking for his long lost relatives of talking hammers.
Yeah. Doesn't he have like a whole song?
Yes, he sings a song in the hardware store while throwing
Yeah.
not alive hammers all over the place.
Yeah, it's like a whole ballad, isn't it? Like I feel like it's very
Yeah.
dramatic. But yeah. That also,
I
I was talking.
also that is the show where I actually learned something valuable from that particular long form episode is how to lock up a gas pump with a chain.
It's just I don't remember
Because when
that.
they get to a gas station and they can't get gas there because it's broken, so they fix it. But it was when it was broken, it was locked up with a chain. So there's one time I was working at school over the summer. My dad and I needed gas or something, and then I think we were locking it afterwards. And so I did it, and he's like, "How'd you know how to do that?" And I'm like, "I learned that at Handy Manny." Well, welcome back.
And thank you. All
Did
right,
you
where are we
catch
gonna
everything
pick?
I said?
You were just talking about knowing how to lock up the gas from
Yeah.
Handy Manny. Yes.
Hmm.
My biggest lesson from Handy Manny is the difference between a Phillips head and flathead screwdriver. I still use it
Yes.
to this day. I was telling this to somebody at work. I have to, every time I'm thinking about hammers, I have to stop and think, is Felipe and Turner? Felipe is Phillips head, Turner for the flathead. Every time.
When you think about hammers, you think about screwdrivers?
Is that what I said?
You said every time I think about a hammer, I think Felipe is a Phillips head, Turner is a flathead.
Screwdrivers. Screwdrivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move on to your number 6, shall we?
All right. My number 6 is Higglytown Heroes, which again is a
I
Playhouse
saw that
Disney
coming.
show. Yes. It's a great show about nesting dolls. And that's basically what they
No,
are.
it's about being a hero.
I guess you haven't seen it. Yeah. Also, it's because someone special. Who could it be? This job's too big for you and me. Yeah, this is a show. I showed this to kids as babysitting. The same kids who I showed the Apple Dumpling Gang to that we talked about several months ago. They were so unimpressed. I was like, guys, this is my childhood. They did not care.
I think some of it is because some of the things as we were a child were much less like overstimulating, and so they're just not
Yes,
as interesting to some people these days.
it's true. Yeah, but we do
Um,
quote this show
that
occasionally
we
with
quote,
pickles.
yes,
I'm sorry,
that is true.
people, but that's just not going to work.
Ah, pickles.
Yeah, or we'll just randomly go, oh, I know, and pull down the imaginary board from the sky.
Yep, that we do.
Yeah, so basically we quote Twinkle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hmm.
My number 6 is Chuggington, which is another British show that
I
aired in
forgot
the United
Chuggington.
States.
It probably wasn't on the lists I saw because it was an acquired show.
Yeah, and I don't. Again, I think this is another show I watched more when I was of the age to be watching these shows, so I don't remember a lot about it. I do remember, however, at least I think I remember this because I was really little, so the odds of me actually remembering this are low. But in my mind, I remember this that when we went to Disney when I was like 3, all of the
Not even.
trains at Disney reminded me of the green train from Chuggington.
Yeah, I would say the monorails do look very much like Coco from Chuggington.
So I don't know if I just actually remember that because I feel like I remember thinking that, but I was also 3, so
Yeah,
maybe I was just told that I remembered that. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. You could have even. I don't think I would have thought of it because I think she is like I don't know what kind of train that is, but I think she's that same kind of train. So yeah, I can see you remembering that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. But yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of what happened in that show either. I feel like it was probably similar. This is also why I think we weren't as into Thomas, just because of
Because
Chuggington.
Chuggington was more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I forgot about that show. It would probably have been in my honorable
Chuggington.
mentions. Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget that one, but there is a different train show in my honorable mentions. I will tease that.
Ah, I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. All right, or was that your number six?
My number five, is that where we're at?
I think we're on your
That was
number
my
five
number
now.
six. So we're on to my number five, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my number five. I just moved this down one spot just a couple minutes ago when I added Handy Manny into my list. But my number five is PJ Masks. Great show what that I was watching when I was way too old, but it was a fun show.
Yeah, it did not make my list because I was too old for it when it came out, and I was like, this is dumb. Also, I'm
Gotta
telling you,
go
it was the
into the
only
night to
thing
save the
on.
day.
It was the only thing on when it
But it
came
was
out,
so
and I was
much fun. It was a fun show. Also, their vehicles were
it,
just cool.
I will say it was a fun show, and had I been watching it at the correct age, I'm sure I would have loved it. But I was just too old for it.
Yeah.
I always
My
felt bad for
biggest
Gecko
question with that show is, well, he was the youngest, so you can feel bad for him. It's okay.
though.
I First of all, I want to know, and maybe they made an episode about this that I don't remember, is how they ended up getting these powers and whatnot.
I do feel like
Two,
there
I want to
was
know,
maybe an episode.
do their powers include the ability to not need sleep, or are they just very tired after a night of being superheroes? And
See,
three, is their giant headquarters building just like in town and people are like, oh yeah, there it is. And how did it get there? Because I would hope that they didn't build it themselves. It's quite elaborate,
these are questions that just don't need answers. We just don't question it.
I guess.
It just happens.
Bedtime is the right time to fight crime. Always remember that.
It is. It's very true. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is just about there on your list. But yeah, couldn't do it.
What's your number five?
My number five is the Lion Guard.
Oh, see that's another good one that could have made my list. I kind of forgot about that, although I did feel like I saw something about that recently. That's a good show. I don't feel like I watched a lot of it, and I don't know if they made a lot of it, but it's a
I
fun
feel
show.
like I watched it quite a bit, so I don't know.
Maybe we did.
But
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good show. Fun
I
characters like
remember
Bunga,
Bunga's Zukazama.
Zukazama.
And fun fact, did you know that the bird is the same voice as Mori from Adventures in Odyssey?
Yeah, did I remember? I saw that recently. Did I send that to you, or did you send that to me, or?
It was on the Odyssey fan
Oh,
hangout.
that's right. I knew some. I saw that somewhere. Yeah, the fan page. Somebody shared that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which after they said that, I was like, oh, I can hear that now.
See, I didn't really. I don't remember the bird that well, but I'm sure if I went back and watched a clip of the show, then
Yeah.
I would notice it.
But well, because I think I had recently noticed or seen something about because there's a TV show that he was on, and I see random clips from it on social media all the time, and had never put two and two together until I saw something about it. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's on. I can't remember what the
It's
show
called
is
like
called,
the
but I
middle or something like
yeah,
that.
the middle. Yeah, yeah, I've seen a lot of clips from that one, and I did know that it was the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
so we're on to your number four.
All right, I have Doc McStuffins at number four.
Okay, you always did like that one a little bit more than me, I think.
I'm realizing I think my top five are of about the same era, so I guess this was my prime era, and then everything below a
I
lot of
think
what's
that was
below that is
Disney
kind of
Junior's prime era, if I'm being real honest.
oh, it was. It was.
I don't think it was just our prime era. I think it was Disney Junior's prime era.
And anyone who disagrees with us is wrong.
Or they were just not a kid then, but
or
I
or
think get that
or they
wrong.
just weren't. Yeah, that was the era of when we were probably the prime target audience. So yeah.
Yeah. Number four, I put Octonauts, so that's where I
Yeah.
had that one.
Nice. See, now we're getting into shows that we've already
I will
discussed.
say, yeah. My favorite memory or like thing I remember of Octonauts is how excited I would get if they ever used any of their other ships other than the main blue one that they usually used.
I do. I think I remember discussing that as kids. Be like, they have all these ships, and they only ever use this one.
And it was the boring one. It was like they had fun ones like and that was the one they always used.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess going on to my number three again, we've discussed this. This is where I put Handy Manny after remembering that it existed.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite shows. In fact, one of my earliest birthday cakes was a Handy Manny cake. I don't remember exactly how old I was. 2 maybe.
2 or 3, maybe. I think 2.
Yeah, something like that. I loved Handy Manny,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just gonna say something we didn't talk about. I gotta show some love for Mr. Lopart. The guy was hilarious.
Oh, Mr. Lopart with his side comb that always
Yeah.
flew off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mr. Lopart and
Yeah.
Kelly are great.
Uh-huh. Does Mr. Lopart own a candy store? Is that what he owns?
Yes, he had a candy store, and Kelly ran
She ran a hardware
a
store.
hardware store. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I got there. What's your number three?
My number 3 is Miles from Tomorrowland.
Okay. That's a little bit higher for me. It's a good show.
Oh,
Again, another one that I don't feel like was on overly long.
but when it was big for us while it was on. I
Hmm.
have the dates I have for that show are 2015 to 2018, so it was on for 3 or 4 years.
Okay, so it was pretty short. But yeah, that was a good show. I remember enjoying that one. In
Hmm.
fact, when we played with our imaginary families, they were based on the Callistos.
Yes, yeah. I introduced our much younger cousins to Miles from Tomorrowland when I was in college, and I got them hooked. They watched the entire show in like a matter of weeks, and they discovered on Disney Plus there's like a sequel show to it, which a lot of these shows kind of have like
Uh,
reiterations, like we were talking about with Dr. Stuffins and Toy Hospital. I can't remember what the second show of Miles from Tomorrowland is called, but there is one. And I watched some of it with
yeah,
our little cousins.
it's a fun show. He had his robotic ostrich named Merc.
Merc. Yeah. Wasn't Merc short for something?
It might have been. I don't know. Probably.
Or not short, it was an acronym.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I remember they're like
Hmm.
commanding aliens that were like the two connected ones.
Yeah, they're. Yep. Hmm. I actually, not overly long ago, I watched one episode of Miles from Tomorrowland just for the fun of it.
That's funny. Yeah, great show.
Hmm.
And my number 2.
Yes.
Okay. My number 2 is Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
That's my number two as well.
Wow, then I don't know what you have at number 1. This will be interesting.
Miles from
But the list.
Tomorrowland.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, we discussed
I
that
just
already.
said it was higher on the list.
That's true. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, Jake and the Neverland Pirates was great. Like I said, I remember when it came out, and like I can sing the whole song, and like
Song is good.
it's
The
just
thing was good. Have you ever seen the memes with it? Are so funny because like they'll quote Jake, and be like, "A pirate will never steal or hurt somebody else or do something." Like, clearly, you've never been a pirate.
yeah, yeah. The list I was looking at called it Captain Jake and the Neverland Pirates. Was that
That was
a
the second
second iteration?
version.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember that, but
Yep.
interesting.
The theme song is slightly different for that one.
Climb aboard the Hearties and be a pirate crew. Yeah.
Yep.
What What were Hook's cronies' names? Oh, obviously there was Hook and
One of
Snoop.
them was
The two.
Bones. I don't remember the other one.
Was it Shaggy and Bones?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Bones was
Yeah.
the skinny one, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty funny. That
Yeah.
was a great show.
Uh huh. There's Jake, Scully. Um,
Cubby and
what were their names?
Izzy. Izzy?
Izzy, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Izzy and Cubby. Jake. Ahoy! Izzy. Ahoy! Cubby. Ahoy! Scully. Ahoy!
Yep.
It's great. Well, we already said you were number
So
one.
then, I already said my number one and discussed it. So your number one is Sophia the First, isn't it?
It's Sophia the First. I had
Yeah.
to. It was great. I love the episodes where she met Disney princesses, which was not in every single episode, but those were
No.
great. But
That was the
every
power
episode
of her amulet, correct?
yes, yes, and that show went through several different variations as well, like many of these did, and it's currently coming back. It's called like Royal Magic Academy or something like that, and they changed the animation slightly, and I think it looks terrible. But that's just
Yeah. But yeah, that I guess is that for our list. You want to get into some honorable mentions? I actually
oh
have an
yeah,
honorable mention related to your number one. Um,
okay.
they made a show because you know her amulet was called like the Amulet of Avalor, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So then they made a show called Elena of Avalor, who was from the place of this amulet. And I don't
Mhm.
remember much about her show. All I remember is that the build up or like the lead, like them like promoting that show went on for forever. And I feel like maybe I was slightly like, oh, this might be a good show just because they like promoted it for like a long time. I don't remember if the
I
show was
do.
actually that good, but
Yeah, I forgot about it, but now that you bring that up, I do remember that they did promote it a lot. The show was okay, but I don't remember ever getting super into it. But yeah,
yeah.
I can hear the theme song in my head, but that's true. Just about all of
Uh-huh.
these, so yeah. So I have one
What else do
honorable
you have in your
mention.
honorable mentions?
My first one, I'm calling my number 11 because it was on the list and just got bumped off, is JoJo's
Hmm.
Circus. Again, very much a Playhouse Disney show that did make a brief comeback on Disney Junior, but I think this shows my age a lot. It says it aired from 2011
Yeah.
or from 2003 to 2011. I don't remember it being on that long, but I could be wrong. But my second birthday cake was JoJo from JoJo's Circus, and then my third birthday cake was Curious George wearing JoJo's hat. That's how big this show was to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, what
Let's
else have
see.
you got on there?
Another. I put Little Einsteins in the honorable mentions just because I felt like
Me
it
too.
needed to be mentioned. Not that I
Yeah,
liked it all that much. The content area just goes way above the heads of cartoons on a Saturday morning, if you know what I mean. Like, it takes
yeah.
too much brain power.
Yeah, but once I got older, I did really appreciate it, and it did teach. I mean, I think it'd be interesting to go back now and watch it for like the art history and music education of it. It did definitely help me learn my tempos.
I'm gonna say
So
I
that's
know my
good.
tempos in music though, because if we need to
Yes,
go somewhere, we gotta get going presto, pronto.
yes, yeah, yeah. And it starts with is Adagio the slowest one? I can't
I
remember how
think
fast it
so.
goes. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, good show. Just slightly too educational for what we normally wanted to be watching.
I think it would go Adagio, Andante, Moderato, Allegro, and Presto.
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah. I also have here Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is in here, but we already talked about that. Sheriff Callie's Wild West
I had
almost
that
made
in
my
there
top
too. I
10.
added it.
Yeah, that was a
Fun
good
show.
show. Again, of the Prime era, I'd say like my
Uh huh.
top five. It was the same era as those shows. Another one that I felt like needed to be acknowledged was Imagination Movers.
Okay, I forgot about that one. That was before my time. I remember it vaguely, but mostly before my time.
Yeah, it's 2007 to 2013, so yeah, that
I
would
don't. I
be
don't
mostly
remember
the
at all
era.
what they did in that show. All I know is a bunch of people wearing blue jump suits.
Yeah, I don't really remember what they were doing a whole lot either. Again, I watched this show with some of my younger cousins while I was in college. I don't think I introduced them to it. I think they had already discovered it, but that's what made me
Hmm.
think of it. Um, Also wanted to acknowledge Mickey and the Roadster Racers. The
I
only,
put that. I actually had that in my list, um, kind of in the middle of my list, and then I decided that it was like I really did like it, but it was late in my watching years, so I decided not to put it on there. But it was a good. It was a fun show.
yeah, it was a good, the only um iteration of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse that I have seen and liked, I think. So,
Yeah, it was just fun.
hmm Puppy Dog Pals was a cute one. That was a little after my
Okay, I
time, so
forgot
that's
about that
why
one.
I
Yeah.
put it so low. But I remember when
But
they were
when
promoting Puppy Dog
Bob's
Pals.
away,
See you
the
later,
pups
pups.
will play on a mission round the world, gonna save the day.
Yeah. I think part of
Yeah.
the only reason I really like this one, because like I said, I was really too old for it when it came out, but I remember when they started promoting it and I was like, those dogs are the cutest things I have ever seen. I must watch this show. And their voices were so
Bingo and
cute.
Rolly. Yeah.
Yeah. Roly.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
I
see.
have two honorable mentions on my list. I have two that, in terms of quality of the show, would made my top 10, but they just don't quite completely fit the criteria. The first one is Mater's Tall Tales. It was an in between short, so it wasn't a full length show, but I loved Mater's Tall Tales. In fact, there was a point in time where I knew exactly what day of the week and what time that short would come on. And so I always made sure I was on Disney Junior to see the Mater's Tall Tales. And there wasn't that many of them, so I probably watched the same one multiple times, but I didn't care because I still go watch them on YouTube sometimes.
That's great. I don't have any recollection of watching them on TV. I think I remember finding them on the Disney Junior website and maybe on YouTube and watching them, but I don't remember actually watching them on TV. As
Yeah, they were the only one. I don't think Tokyo Mater was ever on TV, and I'm never quite sure why. At least I don't ever remember seeing it on TV. But there's Heavy Metal Mater, Fire Truck Mater, or whatever, Daredevil Mater, Tokyo Mater. What's the one I'm missing? The wrestling one with Mater. I don't remember what that one's called.
Oh yeah, I can remember that one.
But there's some good ones.
Those were great. I love people on
And some
social
people,
media now referring to them. Like, you know,
yeah.
Lightning McQueen has dementia.
Uh,
Lightning,
well, and then
you
other
were
people are
there
like,
too.
Cars 2 is just a full length Mater's Tall Tale.
Yeah, literally. It's
I'll see
best to
people
think of
say
it
that.
way. Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I also had a few
The
shorts.
okay,
I'm
can
sorry,
I have
say-
one more.
Yeah, say yours and I'll go.
This is a full length show. However, it was not on Disney Junior, but I believe it was a Disney show. I think, although it's not a Disney Plus, is the Lego Freemakers Adventures. It was on Disney Channel, I think.
It was on Disney XD,
Yeah, or
which was
Disney XD. Okay, a channel that existed.
yeah. I think it was.
Um,
I think it was related to Disney Channel. I don't really know what made it different from
Yeah.
Disney Channel, but
I don't know, but yeah, great show. I have both seasons on DVD. Good times. Lego Palpatine is the best.
yes. Do you remember? I think when we first discovered that show, it was on season 2, and I think we only watched like 2 episodes, and for some reason,
No,
thought
it
we
was
had
on.
seen
It was
the
on
entire
season
show.
1. It was on
Okay.
season 1.
But didn't we like come into the show in the middle of it, or for some reason, and thought we had seen the whole thing
I
and thought
think-
it was amazing, and then later realized we'd only seen like part of it?
Yeah, I remember only having seen the last couple episodes, but I think I'd also seen maybe one of the first couple too. But
Okay, but yeah,
it's
that
a good
was
show.
great.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
I think that's all my honorable mentions. I know one of your short honorable mentions related to trains is Choo Choo
what is
Soul.
it? It is Choo Choo Soul. I don't even remember liking that much at the time, but it's just such an iconic,
But-
nostalgic memory that I feel like it has to be acknowledged.
Occasionally, if you come across a reel about that short on Instagram, you will almost inevitably find that the lady will comment on it.
Yeah, which just makes it that.
And if you look at her Instagram page, it even says something about Choo Choo Soul in like her bio.
Is it Genevieve from Choo Choo Soul or something?
I think it does, or something like that.
Yeah. Choo Choo Soul with Genevieve. Yeah. The other shorts I had to mention were Ooh and Ah, which this is a very much a Playhouse Disney era thing that I think I had to show you on YouTube because you didn't remember it. But our parents remember it. So they were like these monkeys. I think they were puppets, like Muppet puppets.
Is that the one that we looked up on YouTube one time and he was talking about his lost stuffed elephant named Roland?
Roland? Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, that's Ooh and Ah. And then also Tasty Time with Zefronk.
Zafronk.
Remember that one? Yes.
I do.
It's this dog that he'd make these creations, and like the cat would sneak in the window and try to get whatever he was making or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, I think that's finally everything.
I think so. Can't think. Do we need to give a special shout out to Vampirina? That was a Disney Junior show that we absolutely never watched.
Nope, we did not watch it, Dad. If you're listening, we never watched it. I don't know what it's about at all.
Yeah.
I did see that on the list, and I was like, nope, it's not on my top 10 at all. Which it
Never
wouldn't
seen
be
it.
top 10.
No,
Never
it's not in my
seen it.
top 10, but I have seen a little bit of it, maybe.
But part of it was because it was like PJ Masks, where when it came out, it was all that was on. So our dad would be like, "You guys can watch the show. Like, it's all that's on, though, Dad."
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about everything for me.
Yeah, let us know
Guess
what of
that's our
these shows
bonus
you watched,
episode.
or yeah.
Yeah. Comment down below. Please comment bonus episode ideas. We're running out of Disney related rankings to do.
Yes, we're truly about out of ideas at this point. So
Yes.
tell us what you get.
Please. If you never comment on anything else on here, please just comment on this particular video and tell us some ideas for bonus episodes.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess that about does it for today's bonus episode. Thank you for watching and or listening. Subscribe wherever you get the podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and we will see you next time.
Yep. Bye.